Good evening, cricket fans. Welcome to Sharjah International Cricket Stadium for the ongoing Emirates D20 2025, the winter edition. It will be two neighbouring Emirates taking on each other. Team Sharjah will be taking on Team Dubai, who have been unbeaten in this tournament so far. Well, centre where we have Ahmed Khwaja for the all-important pitch report.
Another beautiful day here at the iconic Sharjah Cricket Stadium. It is another day of Emirates D20 2025. Once again, it is the same wicket number 1 here at the centre square. So we know the onside boundary coming in from the Bukhatir end is the shorter one. And of course, we've seen a lot of turn on this track already. This is the third day of usage, so you will imagine that it will suit the spinners even more. But talk about the overcast conditions. Very grey, very cloudy, maybe a bit of nip for the seamers as well. So my advice would be to look to bowl first, and maybe you can restrict the opposition. Overall, it's a turning track, but if you apply yourself, there are runs to be had.
Thank you, Ahmed Khwaja. Breezy conditions. There was a bit of rain in the northern Emirates the other day. We'll have a look at the points table. Dubai absolutely unbeaten. 3 out of 300%. 2.37 is the current net run rate for them. Ajman right behind them with 2 wins out of 3. They were magnificent yesterday thanks to them. Right then, we have Ahmed Khwaja for the all-important toss.
Toss time for match number 11 of the Emirates D20 2025. I have the star cast alongside me here in the middle, leading Team Dubai, who are in flying form. Ronak Panoli, leading Team Sharjah, who are in so-so form. We have Khalid Shah, and of course we have our esteemed match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. It's going to be Dubai to flip the coin, Sharjah to call. Heads is the call from Khalid Shah. Big smile suggests he's won the toss. Khalid Shah, what have you decided?
We are going to bat first.
Of course, a wonderful performance yesterday, so the spirits are certainly sky high.
Absolutely, and especially looking at the combination, the guys are back in their best, and hopefully we can have one more good game.
And of course, the captain leading from the front with a fine half century. That must be feeling very good indeed.
Indeed, it's always a confidence booster, not only for the captain but also for the team, and the leader is doing well. So inshallah, we'll try to follow the same things today again.
Changes to the side.
Yeah, so one change is there. Wasim Akram is resting today, and Jawadullah is back. Rest is same.
All the best.
Thank you, sir.
Ronak Panoli lost the coin flip. If you had won it, what would you have done?
Looking to bowl first. I thought we were going to bat when we came in, but the conditions have kind of changed. It's overcast right now, so I think we might get some assistance up front, and then maybe if there's some rain, then we got an advantage with DLS and stuff like that.
You've been batting really well. You've been bowling extremely well. What is the secret sauce? What is going on with Ronak Panoli?
I just love the ground. I just come here and try to give my best for the team. Dubai's given me everything with my cricket, and I feel like I just have to give back to Amin Farooq and the council.
Changes to the side.
Got a couple, Danish, Amar and Abdullah coming to the 11.
Lot of quality there. Best of luck.
Thank you so much.
Right then, news from the centre. Sharjah have won the toss and they have elected to bat first.
Thank you very much, Ahmed Khwaja. Sharjah opting to bat first after winning the toss. Let's have a look at the playing squad of Sharjah. Ritya Arvind was magnificent yesterday, scored 22 runs off the first over of Akif Raja. Khalid Shah keeping the opening pair alive alongside Altanish Suri, who will be batting at number 3. Mohammad Shahdad, Mohit Kalyan, Dania Liakhat, Usaid Amin, the bowling all-rounder for Team Sharjah. Khuzaima Tanveer, good to have the speedster back in the team. Ayan Afzal Khan, Jawadullah makes a cut, and Ibrahim Masood will conclude the playing 11 for Team Sharjah. And for Dubai, it will be Ronak Panoli, the skipper leading from the front with the bat as well as with the ball. Ramesh Shehzad Israr Ahmed is looking in very good nick. Nilansh Keswani has contributed with the bat as well as with the ball. Abdullah Salim, Aryan Lakra was magnificent. Ammar Badami, Vaibhav Govekar, Raizal Nadir, Angad Nehru and Danish Qureshi will conclude the playing 11 for Dubai. And what is expected to be a cracker of a contest, two neighboring Emirates taking on each other. Dubai absolutely phenomenal throughout the tournament, and Sharjah would be looking to big in this game. Bit of gentle breeze across the ground, 8 degrees Celsius, and we are expecting to have a good contest. And joining me in the comm box for the first time today, Asghar Khan.
Thank you very much, Rizwan Rahman. Good evening to our viewers around the world, and Dubai, they're in red out form. They'll be looking to continue their winning streak and looking forward to this contest. Absolutely picture perfect. This historic venue. Some great memories. Two umpires. Hand beside him, Asif Iqbal, loads of experience. Will be officiating in this game. Soon will be joined by the players from both sides. This track, quite interesting. Spin, but good batters were able to dominate as well. Much better conditions compared to another surface early on, extreme left of the square where he played. We witnessed more turn, but this pitch is certainly offering some help for the spinner, but at the same time, if you're good enough, you can score runs on it as well. All smiles. They've been very, very confident and clinical so far, Dubai.
The two contrasting games yesterday. So it will be a test of time for the bowlers given the conditions. There's a gentle breeze across, but the men in blue are all pumped up. They are extremely high on their energy levels, looking absolutely optimistic, and that's exactly what you would need when you're able to get those first quick points on board. It will certainly give you a lot of confidence, Asghar Khan.
Absolutely, Rizwan. This is going to be a great contest. Khalid Shah was magnificent yesterday. With the bat, half century, led the side brilliantly, and Ritya Irvin, of the opening over against Abu Dhabi, took Akifullah Raja to the cleaners, and that really set up the tone. Really look to continue the same sort of intent. Remains to be seen. Dubai, they'll rely a lot on spin, those three left-arm spinners, Nilansh Aryan Lakra and Ronak Panoli. They had a fantastic tournament. And good to see Danish is back for Dubai, playing his first game of the competition. Had a slight niggle. Danish Qureshi is a fine bowler. If there's anything with the new ball, you expect him to find it both in the air and off the track.
Will be a value addition for having Danish Qureshi back. In the to be a cracker of a contest between these two Emirates.
Yeah, Rizwan, we are really looking for that nail. So far, we haven't had that sort of game up till this point, and we are almost halfway through to the not quite halfway through to the tournament, but still we've seen a lot of cricket played here. This is going to be exciting. Khalid Shah in Ritya and Danish Qureshi with the Asif Iqbal. All is in readiness. Just waiting for the clock to take over. Play says Asif Iqbal, and here we go.
That is from Rit, continuing his good form from yesterday. His intentions are pretty clear. Akifullah Raja it was yesterday, and today Danish Qureshi. First ball boundary. What a way to start the innings.
Great. Ritya straight away, a little bit of use of the feet as well, and that was quite predictable. Danish Qureshi pitching the ball up, looking for swing, and what a response. Cream through the covers. That pressure on Danish on his comeback. He's a fine and a skillful bowler. Let's see if he can bounce back quickly.
Gives himself a bit of room. Yet again finds the gap. This time towards the extra cover. Ritya Arvind on song.
Back-to-back boundaries. He's really changed gears in the last two games, including this one. Hitting on the up. Normally someone who likes to take a bit of time, but no. This is great stuff here from the right-hander. And Danish Qureshi straight away been put to the sword.
Is on the trot. We've seen him as a technically sound batter, especially the one-day internationals. But he's making it count here. 3 boundaries on the trot. And is scoring to all corners of the park. This one towards the cow corner.
Clever batting, classy batting. This time he did not give himself room. Stood where he was and brought that bottom hand into play. Just lifted it over the top. Sharjah looking absolutely comfortable. What a start here. 3 boundaries of the first 3 deliveries.
When you have such batters play, and when you have such a deep batting lineup, it will only increase the confidence of the batters. And Khalid Shah and the non-strikers enjoying the batting display of Ritya Arvind. Another one. Another boundary. 4 boundaries on the trot. Well, he's continuing what he's done yesterday, Asghar Khan.
Magnificent stuff. Doesn't get better than this. Taking Danish Qureshi on and almost carried for 6. Are we in for 6 fours?
Quite possible. At the Sharjah Stadium, change in the field. They've got a mid-wicket outside. Field, Danish. Wonderful fielding. And straight by Khalid Shah.
Finally, a dot ball, which has just been hereditary in this first over. First 4 deliveries smashed to all corners. Danish Qureshi went a little short and cramped him for room. Good delivery.
It's the question of 6 boundaries. He's ruled out Asghar Khan. That was a good delivery from Danish Qureshi. Under pressure straight away from ball 1. Full toss. But that will be cut away by the fielder. An expensive over for Team Dubai. 17 for none after 1. And straight away without any into the attack. The spin trio, I would say, Nilansh Keswani, Aryan Lakra and Ronak Panoli have been among the wickets. With this Nilansh Keswani from the Bukhatir end. Full toss, just be a single.
Nilansh is bowled really hard, but this is a big challenge for him as well. In great form and right combination, so got to be at his absolute best here. Be looking to take the ball away from Khalid Shah with that drift. Very, very exciting.
Khalid Shah will be facing for the first time up against Nilansh Keswani. Of him just defending that. Single there. They managed to steal a quick one. 8 wickets for Ayan. Ronak Panoli right behind him with 7 wickets. Isam Mathiur Rab 7 wickets to him. And Nabil Aziz as well in the wickets column, 6 wickets, followed by Yuk Sharma at 5. Right to the field. Spinners. The
Very batting look. Good time. From Rita Irvin. This time he went straight.
room. He knew where the field was placed, straight down the ground. Well, Rith Arvind means business. Dot delivery to close the over. 2 gone, 23. Surprise move from the skipper Ronak Panoli. Angad Nehru has been introduced into the attack. Right arm spinner. The idea will be to bowl straight and maintain the stump.
Very good start straight away. So Ronak sticking to his plans here of introducing spin early. That would have gone down the leg side, round the wicket, drifting it in. Outside edge, brilliantly caught at the slip. Fantastic captaincy, great change. That's the end of Khalid Shah.
Well. We've seen the first ball immediately. Ronak Panoli opting to have a slip in place. You need to have that peripheral vision, and immediately he brings in a slip in place. And what a delivery that was, getting the better of Khalid Shah. He departs after scoring 1 of 5. Sharjah are 23 for 1. What a start for Angad Nehru. Great.
Terrific stuff. Coming into the attack against two. Top over from Angad Nehru. Danish needs some runs, gets off the mark. Importantly, 3 overs gone, 24 for 1.
Continue. That was a brilliant move. Unnecessary. They've got a takes a bit of unnecessary. As you rightly mentioned.
Pretty much unsettled against Abu Dhabi, and particularly against Sumair Ali Khan, and then was dismissed. So he needs a start here, looking cautious.
When you're off form, you tend to sort of take a bit of time initially, and I think that's exactly what he's doing. The best thing for him to do is, just rotate strike. Ritya is looking absolutely magnificent, and you can just keep him company, rotate the strike, and ensure you spend some time out in the center. And once he does that, how destructive he could be, Tanisuri. Another brilliant delivery. deliveries on the trot, and we can certainly understand Tanish Suri straight away under pressure.
1 over from the fast bowler. Took plenty of taps, went for 17. But after that, what a comeback from Dubai. They've stuck to those plans. Spin heavy, and they got the breakthrough as well. And keeping the lid on, nicely glided away towards short third. Couple of runs for Tanish. But overall, they've really tightened the screws here, the spinners.
Reaction from Ronak Panoli. Danish Qureshi is definitely a wonderful bowler, but given the condition, the ball is nicely coming onto the bat, and considering it's a spin frame, he's made those changes. Played it again towards a short third, and that will be the end of over. Just 2 runs of it. Dubai has bounced back well. 4 overs gone, 26. Well, we've seen a completely different approach from Arvind. About the way this has been able to score those runs. And the thing is, he's been scoring to opportunity.
Such a versatile batter, and he knows where the openings are for him to improvise. Went offside, off stump. Just enough to get over the head of Ramiz Shahzad. Great effort though. Vidya will not allow these spinners to settle. He's going to every now and then take a calculated risk.
You can't stick to of batting in a spin-friendly track. You need to fabricate some shots just like that. Just like that. You cannot let the bowler settle in. And Ritya Arvind is certainly doing that.
It fills my heart with great joy using someone, using the feet, watching someone use his feet to that sort of effect. We've been saying a lot regarding against playing Spain. No one is prepared to use his feet, but this man is showing his class here.
One towards the and this one played towards the bat.
This time he didn't quite go to the pitch, but was looking to go over the top. Sliced it, but all the right intentions in the world. Angad Nehru went for 1 in his opening over. Now last 3 deliveries, 3 fours and now a single. That's what happens when you put the spinner under pressure.
Yeah, I think Tanish should sort of try to find a way, fabricate some shots, just come out of the groove. He'll have to show some aggression. 3 of 9 for him. Yeah, just a dot of the final delivery. 5 was gone, 39 for 1.
$39 for 1 after 5 overs. Last over was a productive one for Sharjah. 13 runs of Angad Nehru. Ritya Move quickly to 35 here. Out of 39, he's just got 35. Some gamesmanship there. Both youngsters. Good contest to watch. Will he go offside off stump? Nah, there you go. There you go. It's all happening here.
It's all started here. Sharjah Stadium. Some mind games. Nilanj Keswani, wonderful athlete. He definitely likes to take the challenge head on. He wants to pick up this wicket and then wait for that celebration then.
Oh dear. He's got many celebrations. This is a contest to watch here. I like the competitiveness from both of these guys. Both very competitive, and at the same time they want a challenge. Taking the challenge head on. Nilanj Keswani is not prepared to give in an inch here. Moves across. Oh, he got that one brilliantly. Fantastic batting.
Well. We've been talking about it. Yet again, gives himself a bit of room and gets the connection absolutely spot on. So far, it has been clinical from Ritya Arvind. 4 of the over. Didn't get the connection right, hitting the toe end of the bat. The idea was right to go over the fielder and shot long on.
He moves around the crease. Such a difficult batter to bowl to. Very good player of spin because he goes inside the line and go towards the offside. Now he's gone through the leg side and all the way for 6. We haven't seen anybody take on Nilanj Keswani in this tournament, but this man has.
Ali, seriously making a statement. No matter where you're going to bowl me, I'm going to hit you out of the park, mate. Ritya Arvind, yet again, maneuvering really well. Very agile at the crease. And is raced on to 45 of just 20 deliveries. This is brilliant batting from Ritya Arvind. Didn't quite connect on that occasion. A bit of turn as well. 6 overs gone, 49 for 1.
Out of those 49 runs, Ritya Arvind has got 45 of 21 deliveries. Remaining 15 deliveries, they just managed to get 4 runs.
Yeah, absolutely. And a bit of disappointing news for the UAE fans. Nepal winning by 1 run, a close fought contest at the World Cup qualifiers. In the end, Nepal winning just by 1 run against UAE. This is much better from Tanish Suri. The idea is right. Feed the strike to the man in form.
That's a disappointing news because of late UAE put up some good performances in the Tri Series as well. So The expectations were high, but it was a close game. When it gets that close, sometimes you need a little bit of luck to get over the line.
Did everything right up until they were at 90 for 1. But I reckon they lost wickets at quick succession, Team UAE. But still, a lot of games under. Top 3 will qualify for the World Cup. So they will definitely play out of their skin to qualify.
They will have to play some very good cricket. Coming back to this game, Dubai, they've done really well. With their class above, single-handedly maintained momentum for Sharjah. Goes inside out, Tanis Suri. That's a very good shot. First shot of authority from the right-hander.
Well, he was a striker whilst Ritya Arvind was taking the bowlers to the cleaners. Similar execution of the shot inside out and played it towards the extra cover, and that will certainly give him a lot of confidence for the young batter Tanis Suri. Everything right about his approach, his batting stance, the body movement, the shoulder coming in line of the ball, and the trigger moment as well.
I like the look of this young kid. He's a childhood prodigy. A lot is expected of him. And with passage of time, I'm sure he will live up to the potential. 7 overs gone, 57 for 1.
Raunak Panoli into the attack. 7 overs gone, 57 for 1. It has been one batter who's looked extremely dangerous. And Asghar Khan in the combo box takes a break, and joining me to take us to the next passage of play will be our own Ahmed Khwaja.
Much appreciated, Rizwan. Yeah, Ritya Arvind is just looking a different class altogether. The way he's played the last couple of matches, the timing, the stroke play, it's been delightful. Raunak Panoli has bowled well in this tournament. Oh, a pish punch, but just to the left of that short extra cover. Tanish, he's just a bit down on form. Needs to spend some time in the middle.
The right approach. At least 6-7 overs, keep rotating the strike. He's got wide range of shots as well, and he knows how to cover the deficit as well. Talking about the leaderboard in the batting department, Israr Ahmed at the top with 164 runs. And right next to him is Sagar Kalyan at number 2, 121. And I reckon after this match, Ritya Arvind will take that position. He's looked absolutely, followed by Kamran Atta at 110 and Mayank.
Yeah, couple of and once again. Oh, inside edge. How desperately unlucky for Ritya Arvind. Just that angled bat, and the ball has been chopped on.
Absolutely amused with that delivery. Inside edge, and Ritya Arvind can't do it. He was looking for 2.
I'll take a look here. Just slightly casual maybe. And very fortunate wicket for Dubai. They'll take it. You need a slice of life. Spent some quality time at the crease yesterday. Got 20 odd to his name. But certainly one of this pair will need to just open up here. Keep that momentum flowing.
Both the batters out of form, let me be straight. And they need to find runs. It's the truth. They need to find a way to get runs. But you cannot be relying on Ritya Arvind in every match. Having said that, they both are quality batters.
Well, you're telling us too many truths here, Rizwan Rahman. Aryan Lakra will not make it any easier. Another outstanding left.
I quite like the approach from Ronak Panoli. He's been with the runs with the bat and also contributing significantly with the ball as and when required for the team. Leading from the front, the skipper definitely be a contender for the player of the tournament, Ronak Panoli. Contributions with the bat and the ball.
The way
Yeah, complete team man, Ronak Panoli. Come down at this juncture. They will still take it, Sharjah, but they need to find a way to at least get close to 150 runs.
bit of a drag down. Tanis Suri is the key here. 11 of 18. He needs to be the one to kick on. Beautifully bowled once again. But that's the problem. Shahzad needs a plan B here to get that scoreboard moving.
The strike rate, where 25, I understand, is relatively new at the crease, but even Tanish Suri on the other end will have to find a way. Brilliant delivery. Spun in on that occasion. Now you're touch disappointed with the way UAE lost to Nepal today, but I reckon there's still 4 more matches to go and they've got to be in the top 3.
Yeah, it's a bit of a down, I have to admit. Was cruising when Ishan and Jonathan Fiji were in that mammoth partnership. Then the pressure. At its They should get it done. We should make it to the World Cup. But beating Nepal would have been a huge step forward.
Yeah, it was a close fought contest. You need a bit of luck as well. Short of Danish ratio on that occasion, coming back to the game here. Yeah, I'm pretty optimistic they will bounce back.
Yeah, Japan in the groups looking like key side. Push coming in from Tanish, but again it's a quiet over, and Dubai are on top at the moment, 63 for 2, and time for drinks. Back live after the drinks break. Dubai sitting in a dominant position. Vritti Arvind played a spectacular innings of a quick fire 48, but other than that, no Sharjah batter has looked convincing at the crease. Aryan Lakra bowling a very disciplined spell, only 10 runs conceded. Something has got to give, especially after a drinks break. How long can they continue knocking it about here, Rizwan?
Would be very simple and straightforward. Get close to at least 141, 145, given the kind of bowling lineup they have and the surface that they're actually playing on. The likes of Ayan Afzal Khan, who picked up 3 wickets yesterday alongside Ibrahim Masood, Wasim Akram. So they've got a very strong bowling lineup, and look at that delivery. Was there, did Tanish glove it, or did he drop that catch? Too many questions being raised there.
Yeah, what kind of shot is he attempting? They're trying to glide a ball on middle stump. Feet rooted in the crease. Need that front foot press. That's much better. Slight misfield will allow him to pick up a single. Sometimes I just feel Shahzad is batting a bit too much. Like Azhar Khan mentioned yesterday, maybe batters. Oh, there could be confusion here. Tanish Suri has given up. Ran down the ground without communicating with his partner, who was rooted in the crease. And Nilansh Keswani has created the third wicket.
Complete mix-up. Absolutely no communication whatsoever. That was supposed to be a single. Shehzad, he was ball watching there. Sacrifices wicket. Another one goes down, and the poor form continues for the young lad Tanish Suri. Dubai lose their third wicket. Tanish Suri will have to depart after scoring 13 of 22, 65 for 3.
Mohit Kalyan played a fabulous knock yesterday. Quick fire 40 odd. Sharjah being their own worst enemy. That was a very, very silly run out. Was an easy single. Mohit Kalyan will need to deliver. Fabulous bowling from Aryan. Looking to hit that front pad.
Looking at the replay one more time. Yeah, there was an easy single. Yes, Nilansh did well, but Shehzad could have comfortably reached there. Bit of a miscommunication, resulting another wicket. Mohit Kalyan, that will be a wide. Well, a lot will rely upon Mohit Kalyan and Daniel Liaquat. A bit surprised that they've not promoted Daniel Liaquat as yet.
Especially being a left-hander, he could have been useful. And Tanish Suri is completely spot on there. Beautiful delivery, turning right from the middle and fizzes past the outside edge. Superb over from Aryan, 66 for 3. Well, the Sharjah momentum has grinded to a halt here. Better looking shot. Should be a couple here. And just to recap what happened in that run out, Tanish Suri was absolutely spot on. He hit it in front of square. That is his call, not Shehzad's. So he should have responded rather than remain rooted in his crease.
In fact, started and looking at the glide that Nilansh Keswani has taken, he immediately stopped. Late cut from Shehzad. It'll just be a single. It's good to see they're milking those singles and doubles.
Yeah, get it moving. Like you mentioned, 140 could be a winning score with the kind of spin resources Khalid Shah has. Arguably two of the best spinners in the... Oh, premeditated sweep. If he had just waited, that was a bit of a long hop. Got away with that one, Ronak Panoli. Sometimes the luck is just with you. That's what they need to do. At least try to get 6-7 runs every over.
The back vision. They have Danya Liaquat as a role, the role that is deputed to him is more or less like a finisher. They would want him to come probably somewhere between 15th to 16th over. But given the conditions at the moment, I would have actually promoted him up the order, given time. Remember, the boundary on one side is really strong towards the onside. You can actually maximize your score. Different approach, and I reckon, as you rightly mentioned, the whole idea will be to get to 140 or 150 at least.
Well, the opposing team literally has 3 left-arm spinners, so there's no two ways about it. It's quite obvious that he should have been sent in. It would have forced Ronak Panoli to go to plan B or take a risk. Such an explosive player that Danyal is. Oh, that's a wonderful sweep shot. Mohit Kalyan has planted it on the roof.
Well, if right about that shot, he had to wait for it, and what a good sweep shot in execution from Mohit Kalyan. 12-1, 77 for 3. You have to find a way to use it. Or we can go by what Ritya Arvind has done, where he's fabricated those shots. Well, and when you're out at the center, you cannot be defensive. Remember, it's a T20 game. You need to be aggressive at some point. And at this stage, you would need runs from both the ends.
Yeah, if you're not willing to move vertically on the pitch, look to shuffle around in the crease. Get across to off stump or
Yeah, the impact was outside the off. Outside.
eagle-eyed Asif Iqbal. Roll for the side. Spin trio. So they've caught the wicket. Wides plus a couple. Yeah. So just on the final delivery.
Still quite economical despite those extras that he has given, creating pressure from one end as Aryan Lakra. The call of the captain final delivery of the 13th over. No says Shehzad. That will bring us to the end of over number 13, 82 for 3.
Ronak Panoli to complete his spell as well. Bowled very tidily. Nine of 17 for Shehzad. Fair enough, you're anchoring one end, but you need to keep it moving. Oh, look at that one. Turned square to welcome Asghar Khan.
Thankfully not out there in the center, the way these spinners have been bowling of late. And Shehzad needs to get the ball off the square here. Mohit Kalyan on the other end looking in good form.
The Dubai spin.
It's been a tremendous comeback. 17 in the first over of Danish Qureshi, and since then they were able to maintain a very good control. Forced off the back foot, little fumble. Right, just be a single, 14 gone, and for another tidy outing with the ball for Ronak Panoli. 4 overs, 1 for 21 for him. 88 for the loss of 3 wickets after 14.
Angad Nehru. Well, now that we've got the off spinner on, 2 right-handers at the crease, the matchup would suggest Asghar Khan that they have to target him, even though he's bowling well.
Yeah, not a big spinner of the ball, so you can look to go down the ground, but you got to take few chances here because you just can't play spinners for 3 or 4 runs per over.
Pressed at all. Well, some signs of intent coming in, but went too square on the sweep shot. That is what has frustrated me about the innings. Try to Hit in the air and just in front of the mid wicket. Israr had to bail out.
I think Shahzad could look to go down the ground. It's much safer and easier shot to execute. He's not a big spinner of the ball. At best, he's just getting a little bit of drift away from the right-hander. So quickish trajectory as well. Not easy to sweep. Pushed away on the offside. Another dot ball. Apart from with Irwin, nobody has found way of tackling spin.
Very true. Khalid Shah succumbed to it. Nisuri, unfortunate run out. Good looking shot. There should be two here. So once again, they have let Angad Nehru bowl a tidy over. Pressure is building on Sharjah. Danish Qureshi back into the attack. Oh, brilliant. Starting off with the leg cutter. So he has understood as well. Pace off is the name of the game.
He needs to really come back strong here. First over, Rita was brilliant with that great intent and took him on. He's an experienced campaigner, and Ronak Panoli will be hoping that he provides control here.
He's a class bowler through and through, Danish. Just had his toils with injuries over the past 2 seasons. Flowing cover drive. That's a brilliant shot by Mohit Kalyan. A man in prime form.
Right from the coaching manual. Superb cover drive. Into 4-way swing. Still, he likes to pitch the ball up. He's got that attacking length, but ball just a little too full. And he absolutely launched into that lovely cover drive. Terrific technique.
Getting that big stride in. Lovely flow of the blade. Steady head in position. So Danish, like you mentioned, his lengths have not been good today. Too many drive balls. Taken on the full. But at least it was a lot straighter. I guess he has to be the one that they look to target here, Asghar.
Especially on a day like this, when someone is just feeling not quite at his best. Obviously, making a comeback, had few niggles. Never easy to get into a groove, and oppositions, they come up with a plan.
Let's see what the plan is for Shahzad against Seam. Certainly needs to get going. Pick out the fielder in the deep. And when you're looking for quick runs.
Yeah, they still got 7 wickets in hand. I think both hands needs to go here and go hard and try to get to a competitive total on this surface. Yes, there's spin for the spinners, but it's not a bad surface. You at least need 160.
Yeah, we saw how Ajman batted yesterday. Ansh Tandon and Junaid Shamsuddin went absolutely berserk. Big gap towards square leg. They should pick up 2. spinners may have enough cushion.
Absolutely. And that makes a fascinating run chase as well. We haven't had that close game as yet. Hoping for a close fight here. Cracker of a contest. Danish Qureshi now is opting to go full with those Yorkers here.
Pace on, could not get underneath it. He is keeping square leg in that circle for some reason. So productive over for Sharjah. So 16 gone. Sharjah are 97 for 3. Time is starting to run out. Nilansh Keswani back into the attack. Change of ends for him. Now you will have the luxury of the bigger onside boundary. And in the slog overs, it'll be difficult to get him away.
He's been superb. Very accurate and knows his craft. 97 for 3 after 16. This could be an opportunity. Long off. Has crossed it. Can you believe Ahmed Khwaja? A simple chance put down. And it's Mohit Kalian who gets a life. Shortish delivery and looking to force it off the back foot. Went straight. Didn't have to move much. Simple chance goes down. And Nilansh Keswani clearly not impressed. Keswani clearly looking frustrated here, and rightly so. You got to accept those chances. Well, and the third umpire just wants to make sure did it bounce inside or it went over? That's the question. They're still not quite sure. It's touch and go. Keswani. He'll be hoping that it's a boundary, not the 6. He's rubbing to the salts into the wounds here, and it's been given as a boundary. Forced off the back foot, a dot ball. Good comeback here from Nilansh. In the 17th over, 101 for 3. So they got just 22 more deliveries remaining. They got to go big here. Again, superb batting. Tremendous shot. All the way for 6. Such is the power of this man. Hits it off the back foot. That's a serious cricket stroke. And sometimes hard to explain as well. What a shot. Keswani bit too wide, offside, off stump. And gets hammered. That's a big hit. Mohit Kalian looking great here. This time, shout for caught behind, but no bat involved. Abdullah Salim has done a good job behind the stumps here. Nicely bowled. Bit of a leading edge. Takes a single. Very good over this one. He should have had more. Kalyan first delivery at long off. That was dropped. Then a 6 as well. So 11 runs of 5 deliveries. Shahzad picks up a single. He'll keep the strike. 17 gone. 109 for 3.
Danish broken the shackles with a lovely shot.
He's going along nicely, but he needs support as well. Mohit Kalyan, and this time Shahdad getting that one away. Much needed boundary. The previous over, that was a wonderful shot off the back foot from Mohit Kalyan. So they need to find boundaries on regular occasions here.
Yeah, Ramesh Shehzad needs to move a bit squarer. I'm not sure why he's standing so fine. Could have perhaps saved that. So an early boundary. Can this be a big over? He's taken it on the full and whipped it away. Outstanding shot from Shahdad.
More of this will help. That's certainly wonderful innovation here. He got outside the line with that stride and almost swept it. Took it on the full toss. That's a beauty.
Max. Now they're moving on. 100 for 3 after 17.2. This could be a game-changing partnership here for Sharjah. Still have Liaquat, Ayan Afzal Khan to come through. The pressure has reverted on the bowling side. This is a miscue, but it will plug and land just within the 30-yard ring. Fair enough of power hitting down the ground is not your forte, but that's the kind of shot, those are the kind of strokes you can employ to go at a good strike rate.
End of the day, it's all about you have to use the pace, or you want to go down the ground.
This is high and good catch at deep cover. Fabulous hands from young Angad Nehru putting the dive in. It was a clean strike, but the biggest boundary on the park, and Mohit Kalyan has fallen, but he was certainly looking dangerous.
Played well, he had to go for it. Excellent catch from Angad Nehru, because he's that kind of player who can make a massive difference towards the end. Good breakthrough for Dubai. End of Mohit Kalyan. 120 for 4.
The finisher, that is Dania Liaquat, coming in at number 6. Not much time remaining. Squeezed away and good fielding. Well, I thought it was a duplicate of Angad Nehru, but it's young Hazel there at backward point. The fielding overall from Dubai has been quite sharp. That was a great catch.
Those kind of efforts really make a big difference. Shahdad, he's well settled. Last ball coming up from Qureshi. Can he get something behind square, especially on the leg side? The two fielders shot fine and square leg inside the ring.
Yeah, he needed that to just lift his confidence. Good looking punch. Chance for run out. Direct hit, and Shahdad would have perhaps been sent packing. But a good over coming in for Sharjah. 122 for 4. 2 overs to go. Angad Nehru taken on the full, but straight to the fielder. Israr Ahmed makes no mistake, and Shahdad will be gutted to get out in that manner.
There for him. Got it on the full, but unfortunately, really got under that one. It's a straight to mid wicket. Catching has been superb from Dubai. Important wicket here. Two set batters. First Mohit Kalyan and now Shahdad for 5.
Usaid Amin immediately looking to unleash toe end of the bat. So 123 for 5. We have 10 legal deliveries remaining. Can
Won't be easy with 10 deliveries, legal deliveries. They need 27, but possible with Danial Liaquat. Couple of big hits and it's a different ball game then.
he has the shorter onside boundary. Oh, very smartly bowled. Angad Nehru. Yeah, he enjoyed that one.
Hint of he knows that Danial eyeing that side boundary.
Oh, this is high. It's a miscue. Power failure. Long on. Oh, Aryan Lakra. Bit of a bobble, but he's held on. And
He deserved that. Beautifully bowled once again. Held it back. Bowled it a little slower and away from Danial. It's a high ball. Importantly. A little bit of juggle, but he hang on to that one. 6 down for 123.
Huzaima bin Tanveer, aka KBT. He certainly can wallop the ball. But time is running out. Oh, big turn. Catching him on the thigh pad. Angad Nehru has bowled a sensational 19th over. No boundaries, 2 wickets. He's pulled the handbrake on Sharjah's progress here. Toe end of the bat. No boundary found. In fact, only a single. What a brilliant over. This could be the one that changes the game. 124 for 6. Final 6 balls coming up. Danish Qureshi to bowl the final over. In the slot, bottom hand will push the ball through towards wideish long off. They're looking for 2. And good running between the wickets. Should be relatively fresh, Usaid and Khuzaima. But that
This is going to be a very good game, especially Sharjah. If they can pick up few early wickets, could be a tight one on a pitch which is just offering enough for the bowlers, especially for the spinners, but certainly below par total. At least they need 150.
full toss not utilized. Khuzaima, usually such a clean striker.
The experience comes into play. Qureshi has fought back well here. And that was what Ronak was really hoping, that his strike bowler gets some control back. Good effort. He'll be disappointed because he just got both hands to it. Bit of a slice of luck there for the batter. But at this stage of the game, more importantly, it would have been a dot ball.
.131 for 6, 2 balls to go. It's going to be a below.
After that opening over, where Sharjah got off to a flyer with 17-run opening over, Ritya was once again outstanding, but unfortunately, still one feels he left a lot on the table. The way he was playing twice, he's not really able to kick on, but he provided that impetus. Unfortunately, the rest of the batting really couldn't get going.
But 133 is all that Sharjah will manage after electing to bat first. Certainly a below par score.
At least 25 runs short on this surface. But they got some very fine names when it comes to bowling. And that man, Khuzaima bin Tanveer, will be one of them. It will be a gripping and interesting contest, especially if they can pick up in-form Ronak Panoli and the likes of Israr early, then game on.
Dubai have a massive opportunity to make it 4 out of 4. But like you .134. In terms of the bowling, young Angad Nehru, what a spell. 3 for 20, 1 wicket apiece for Danish and Ronak Panoli. But the economy rates of all the bowlers apart from Danish, simply superb. Well, taking a look at the highlights, it was Vritya Arvind once again with the early aggression. 4 boundaries back-to-back taken in the first over against Danish Qureshi. He literally clobbered him to all parts and took on Nilansh Keswani as well. Fantastic catch by Amar Badami to dismiss Khalid Shah. And Angad Nehru was taken to task as well. Vritya Arvind was threatening to completely obliterate the Dubai bowling. Danish Suri was looking good as well, but this was the turning point of the match. Nothing short coming in and a very silly run out. Absolutely no communication. And that really set Sharjah back. Shahdad and Mohit Kalyan built a partnership, but just when you thought the big shots were coming in, Shahdad holed out to deep mid, straight to the fielder, and Angad Nehru bowled a fantastic 19th over, picking up the dangerous Danial Liaquat, caught in the deep. So 134 is the target for Dubai. How will they approach the run chase? We'll find out after the break.
Back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, for the run. Dubai. Arvind started for 48 runs. He was the only batter who was looking in like absolutely initially. Tanish Turi contributing 13 off 22. Shahdad 27 of 29. Mohit Kalyan found some maximums, was able to score 29 off 24 deliveries. Hossein Amin 5 and Khuzaima bin Tanveer 4. They managed to score 134 runs in their allotted run. Talking about the bowling card. He went 17 runs and in Ninan's case, none for 30. Nehru 3 for 20 for him. Aryan Lakra none for 18 and Ronak Panoli 1 for 18. That's the equation. 134 is what is required. 120 deliveries. Team Sharjah will be looking to pick. And Ronak Panoli on the other hand will be in the field. Typical deep square leg outside the 30-yard circle. It will be Jawadullah opening the proceedings for Team Sharjah, and it will not be Wasim Akram. And joining me in the comm box, it will be Asghar Khan. Asghar Khan, 130 bowling lineup expected to be a good.
We are really looking forward to it. But right now is to get rid of Ronak Panoli first, and then they got to start quickly as well. These two been in great form, and Khalid Shah, I'm sure, will fancy his chances if they can pick up a couple of early wickets.
Was there an edge? Yes, it was. First wicket goes down for Dubai, and what a start by Jawadullah. Brilliant bowling.
They were hoping for early wicket. First rare failure for Ronak Panoli. First ball duck. Absolute dream start here from Jawadullah. Sharjah. They are absolutely static. Simple catch for Vritya. A duck for Ronak Panoli. Not for one. Dubai.
Well, Israr Ahmed walks out to the centre. He's been in very good form. And he'll be up against Jawadullah. Well, it's the top order batters of Dubai who've actually scored bulk of the runs in this ongoing tournament. The middle order and the lower middle order has not been exposed yet. So, interestingly, losing their first wicket, Team Dubai, what will be the plan forward? Good delivery in the right channel. Height factor on that occasion, but what a catch from Ritya Arvind as well. Well, is making them count. Team Sharjah, Ayan Afzal Khan was brilliant the other day. Ibrahim Masood complementing him really well. Yet to see the spin duo. Even Daniel Liaquat, for the matter of fact, can bowl really well, especially in the power play. So the idea will be very simple. They will look forward to have spin in operation as soon as possible.
It really holds the key. You may just look at a score of 134 and think that is an easy target, but I tell you, on this pitch, anything can happen, especially if they can remove Israr. That will test that middle order for Dubai.
Player is, and they also would look forward for some game time as well, as we've seen mostly, predominantly, the batters in the top order have dominated the run chases and setting up targets for Team Dubai. What a start for Jawadullah. A wrong-footed bowler can crank up the pace at times. Has been out of national side, but he will look forward to get back into the national team.
Of course, he's been around for a while. Form is temporary, class is permanent. They say he's quite nippy. Hits the pads hard outside leg stump. Israr was just beaten for pace there. That occasion, normally very good player of the pads, but early on, sometimes you can just lose the sight, not able to really pick that one up. 2 for 1. It will just throw the cat amongst the pigeons if they can knock over Israr.
It'll be a big, big relief. Straight down the ground. No damage done. 1 gone, 2 for 1.
Excellent shot, powerful. But at the same time, he's a very good timer of the ball. Promoted up. Good. And he started off well here, using the pace of Husama.
Straight up. Who's calling for it? The keeper, Ritya Arvind, and he makes no mistake whatsoever. Second catch for the evening, and he makes it look so easy. Another one bites the dust for Team Dubai.
Big wicket. Surprised him with that extra bit of kick off the front foot. It got big on him. Rithia takes the catch. Dubai off to the worst possible start. 6 for 2.
Nilanj Keswani is a new batter out at the center. Left hand, right hand combination for Team Dubai. The whole idea will be to hunker down a little bit. They've got a deep batting lineup. A wonderful start for Team Sharjah, getting the better of Ronak Panoli for a golden duck. Then Ramesh Shehzad, Khuzaima bin Tanveer after being scored for a boundary of the first over. What a way to come back. The ball hurried on to Ramesh Shehzad, went high up in the air, and a wonderful catch in the end. Bit of mix-up. Is there an opportunity? Yes, there is. Yes, there is. And Tanish Suri does the rest. Bit of mix-up between Nilanj Keswani and Israr Ahmed. What are we witnessing here?
Both batters ending up at one end. Push towards mid-wicket. Hesitation here. And there was complete chaos. Smart piece of thinking from Tanish Suri.
That was extremely good stuff from Tanish Suri. He didn't rush. He took a bit of time just waiting to check who will have to walk back. Is it going to be Israr or is it going to be Nilanj Keswani?
This is a big decision here. Well. Big moment coming up. Sharjah will be hoping that Israr gets out. Terrific stuff from Tanish. At the end, it was a simple and easy decision for him to just run up to the wickets and dislodge the bails.
Still checking as to who it will be. They will check. Yeah, I think it is going to be Nilanj Keswani. So
Come on at Sharjah International Cricket Stadium. It's all happened. Dubai, they have lost 3 wickets. Sharjah right back into the game here. 6 for 3.
2 wickets in the over for Sharjah. 6 for 3. Team Dubai in all sorts of trouble. Aryan Lakra walks out to the centre. Israr charges down the ground, opting to show some aggression there. Aryan Lakra, another southpaw, has been among the runs for Dubai in earlier editions of D series. Quite a handy all-rounder to have in your team.
Terrific start here for Sharjah. Hussaima making the impact. There was run out as well. A real pressure on the middle order, especially the likes of Aryan Lakra to step up here. And it's a blessing in disguise. They won 3 out of 3. And here they are. They find themselves in a tricky situation. It's an opportunity as well, Rizwanur Rahman, for that middle order to respond.
Oh, absolutely. They'll have that game time that is required. Change of willow for Israr. Short team huddle between the senior statesmen Tanya Liaquat Khalid Shah and Khuzaima bin Tanveer. The idea will be very simple. Keep attacking. We knew this will be a tricky target given the surface, the way it is behaving since past couple of days. What a start for Sharjah. A quick one taken. 2 overs gone. 7 for 3. Jawadullah will continue. He's made his T20 international debut in Feb 2023 against Afghanistan. Wavered down the leg side, and he's taken 56 wickets in 36 matches with an average of 18.68. Quite impressive. And he's made his ODI debut in the similar year, in the month of June. 7 wickets so far for him in the ODI. Handy bowler for Team UAE.
Phenomenal record, especially in T20. Real strike weapon. Over 50 odd wickets in 36 games. And a lot more to come, I'm sure. Still a work in progress as far as ODI cricket is concerned. Obviously, different skill set. You have to bowl 10 overs. You've got to be a bit more fitter as well. And the batters, they don't tend to attack you that much. So you have to find ways of getting them out in a different sort of style.
Well, I remember his contribution in the Gulf Cup final against Team Kuwait, where he took the priced scalp of Meet Bhavsar in the final over, and UAE went on to win the championship by a whisker.
That was special. Steered away. Was in 2 minds there, Aryan Lakra. And all of a sudden, this game's becomes very, very interesting. Might be a very, very tight game. 10 for 3, Dubai struggling.
Oh, absolutely. And remember talking about Jawadullah, initially when he came to UAE, he was working as an electrician before catching notice in the national bowling trials in 2022 and then getting selected to the UAE camp. Great transformation for this young lad representing UAE at the highest level. Well, this is ballooned up in the air. Ritya Arvind calls for it. Yet again, he's taken a very good catch. 3 catches on the day for Ritya Arvind, and this is a prize scalp of Israr Ahmed.
Poor shot. Really a big slog across the line when he needed to take responsibility. Sometimes you have to grind and dig in for the sake of team cause. He tries to play a big shot. That's the way he plays. Unfortunately, he departs. Sharjah are absolutely on top here. 10 for 4.
Four wickets down in the power play. Dream start for Sharjah. And I can now understand why they were not too worried about those slow run rate when they were batting first, when they lost those wickets. Shehzad and Mohit Kalyan holding one end up. It's not an easy surface to bat on. However, I feel it's Israr Ahmed who's actually gifted the wicket. There was absolutely no need for that shot, and what a start for Ammar Badami. Class personified. What a way to get off the mark.
Jawadullah getting a bit greedy, trying to bowl that in swinger. Turned out to be a genuine half volley, but what a shot. Had the positivity, had that stride going full face of the bat. Absolute breathtaking stroke to get off the mark.
One for the photographers for sure. Elegantly executed by Ammar Badami. Well, a wonderful opportunity for him to take that responsibility. Remember, they're not chasing a big total. 120 is what is required. Oh, what a delivery. Is that an edge? I see Ritya Arvind animated all the time.
Perfect delivery. Pitched and straightened as well. There was a little bit of deviation, certainly not off the bat, but it just went away. There you go. The way Ritya reacted as well. We thought he might have just found a little feather, but not to be. Jawadullah is on song here. Really steaming in here. Good quick delivery into the rib cage and riding the bounces. Ammar Badami. 3 overs gone. 14 for 4. Aryan Lakra on strike here. Osama has got his tail up. Nicely played. Got behind the line and defended it. There's a slip. There's a gully in place as well. Halisha is an attacking captain. He sends a kill here.
They all are pumped up. You can see the body language, the energy levels of the men in black saying it all. A lot of chirp behind the stumps. Ritya Arvind, what a catch. 3 catches he's taken today. He's been contributing significantly. Definitely one of the contenders for the player of the match today. If they win, I tell you what, we are in for a very good game. But right now, at this juncture, Asghar Khan, I would say for these youngsters, you've got to hunker down a little bit. It's not a mammoth total that you're chasing down. Just stay positive, milk those singles and doubles, get that odd boundary, and you're very much in this contest.
What is in the, from a point of view is that they need 7 runs per over. Tail up, he's bowling quick here. From the other end, Jawadullah is also fired up, so got to get.
Huge appeal, definitely pitched outside. Aryan Lakra, as you rightly mentioned, you've got to weather the storm, you have to steady the ship. That would have definitely been crashing into the stumps, but where was it pitching? It was pitching outside leg. Anything which is pitching outside leg is not out, my friend. 3 of 4, 4 of 3. And I would take it as a very good opportunity. Given the 2 reasons, A, not a big score to chase down, and you got that opportunity. You did not get those opportunities in the first 3 games. You take it as an opportunity to sort of score runs and get your team over the line. Clipped, but there's a fielder there. He will cut it off. Just a couple of runs added to the tally. Mohit Kalyan with the throw. But they both can bat. They are quality batters, Aryan Lakra and Amar Badami.
Aryan Lakra is quite experienced. Played for the national side. He's hoping for a real big season with his bowling superbly. Into the national side. He has got pile up runs though. Nice technique. Watching it closely. Swing out of the line.
And the thing about Sharjah is it's the speedsters who have created the damage. Just 1 run out. And what will happen? How would the batters of Dubai respond once the power play is done? The likes of Ayan Afzal Khan, Ibrahim Masood, Dania Liaquat. I reckon this is going to be really, really interesting. Slow one, nicely read. And you can afford to have quiet overs as well. 4 runs from the over, 4 gone, 18 for 4. Dania Liaquat into the attack. Well, he's bowled earlier on in the power play as well. Watch out for his arm deliveries against Amar Badami. Quick one, packed offside field, long on. And deep mid wicket was outside 30-yard circle but for Aryan side, long on and deep mid wicket. He also has a tendency to pick up wickets. Gets that nib of the surface. Dania Liaquat's
Nicely bowled again. Dania Liaquat, he is a very much underrated as far as his bowling is concerned. We all know his big hitting ability, but he's more than useful. More often than not, he gets the job done, and he bowls those difficult overs as well. He can bowl in the power play, he can bowl at the back end of the innings. Very useful cricketer, Daniel Liaquat.
Well, it's to do with his mental strength, Asghar. I've seen him in difficult situations of the match. He's cool as cucumber, and more often than not, he tends to get his team over the line. Not just with the batting and even with the bowling. Quite a brilliant cricketer to watch out for. And whilst we speak, Aryan Lakra has found the fence towards the deep point region.
Use the pace, use the angle from Aryan Lakra. A square drive. Tall, he's big. At the same time, he's a good timer of the ball. He needs runs here, and Dubai will be hoping that he gets into that groove of making runs. That makes them a complete side. Oh, good delivery. Was it off the bat? I'll have to wait for the umpire signal. Couple of runs. That ball just held up in the surface. No, it was just byes. Nothing off the bat there. But a good delivery from Daniel Liaquat. Of 10 deliveries. That should not bother him. Right now it's about occupying the crease and trying to stitch up a partnership here. It's amazing when you bat for a couple of overs, you start middling the ball, the opposition tends to lose that intensity. Terrific shot. Absolutely. You can watch that lofted shot again and again. It was pure class and timing. You can easily get sucked into playing across the line against the left armour, but he held his shape. Great result. He's looking good here. All of a sudden, you hit one out of the middle, it becomes a different ball game. Beautifully played again. Good work at short third. Just a single to close out the fifth over. 32 for 4 after 5. $32 for 4 after 5 overs. Usaid Amin, tall right arm off spinner, gets over spin because of his height, and also he bowls it up. Those revolutions, when the seam lands, it bounce. Look at that classical start.
Yeah, comes for the all has done well. ILT Development League as well, picked up a 5 for contributes with a good delivery. Absolutely magnificent, hitting the right areas. Not a great turner of the ball on this occasion, but usually he does tend to get that spin.
Bounce is his greatest friend. That overspin, bit like Nathan Lyon.
And he
you that release from over the top, so that drive with the back hip, just look at that lovely pivot he gets. That's where you get all those good things. There's a mix-up and gets away with it. Amar Badami was looking to take that single. He was keen but sent back Can't afford another run out this one.
He was never in a position to take that run. Ayan Badami finally gets one away for a single. Just that one run of the over, the closure of power play, 6 overs gone for 4. The youngster who does not need any introduction whatsoever, Ayan Afzal Khan, has been in some tremendous form with the ball, with the bat, in the field as well. He's picked up 2 Player of the Match awards already in the tournament so far. Will be bowling from the Bukhatir and Aryan Lakra, 17 of 18. A huge heave towards the onside, probably an inside edge. Ayan Afzal Khan didn't even bother appealing there.
Straight away, prodigious turn, which is a great, but not right over the top like Syed Amin, shorter in stature, but he does give the bowler rip.
Well, he does. And gets the connection right. Aryan Lakra, easy pickings for him. And the first maximum for Aryan Lakra.
Calculated with the spin, so he dragged it from off stump. Such a powerful player. It went flat, but it went. Good shot from. Put the pressure.
Long boundary. Oh, look at that turn. Look at that turn. Go for spinners.
Yeah, looking to hit those foot marks there. That one just gripped a long way off the surface. 44. Good little partnership. Majority of the runs being scored by Aryan. Amar just need to anchor here. He's an aggressive player and a good player as well, but right now they need this partnership to last longer. That's beautifully played. Head down, pushed away to mid-off for a single.
Yeah, good one. 6 and then a couple of runs for the team. All of a sudden, it appears like an expensive over. It's just that if you get those odd boundaries, Asghar Khan, you just have to stitch up a partnership and you can get over the line. Play towards the deep third. The call is for 2, but they'll just settle in for 1. So far, a decent over for Team Dubai.
Seven, pretty much manageable. Big shot from Amar, and it carries over mid-on. Difficult shot to execute, but he's got it right out of the middle of the bat to finish the 7th with a maximum 48 for 4.
Say that will continue. And Asghar Khan in the com box. Me in the com box will be Ahmad Khwaja. Ahmad, welcome back.
Rizwan, 86 needed. It's just runnable stuff here, but massive damage done to Dubai in the power play. Oh, beautifully placed by Aryan. There was a deep square leg, there was a deep mid, and he picked the gap to perfection.
It was a meant to be punished. He knew where the fielders were placed. And all of a sudden, the previous over and this over looking good for Team Dubai.
These two are stroke makers. Once they get their eye in, they'll certainly look to express themselves. Aryan has gotten off to a positive start here. 28 of 23. If they can just bat the overs, they'll get home.
To stitch. They've done well. They don't need to run well and truly in control. Small target. About that momentum, and currently after that massive over from Ayan Afzal Khan, that momentum shift in favor of Team Dubai.
Once again, because of that overspin, Usaid Amin
You've got to get back. Missing out on already. It's a decent over so far.
very delightful player to watch in full flow. Decentish over. In their favor. 55 for 4. Well, speak of the devil, but in a good sense. He is a devilish bowler, devilishly skillful. Ibrahim Masood. And his quickish leg break will be a big test for Aryan and Amar Badami. Oh, nicely played. Slightly pitched up. And good fielding in the deep. Attacking the ball to keep it 2-1.
Control of the game now, both the batters. The message would have been simple and clear from the management of the Dubai. Stick around at least till 14th, 15th over. They've managed to weather the storm. They're currently in the process of steadying the ship for their team.
They don't have a lot of experience batting after this. Raisal, Abdullah. Oh, what a delivery. Look at that one. Just drift in the air into Amar and leaving him late. Fabulous ball.
I'm delighted to have a pitch map on that occasion just to understand where the ball is pitching, where's the trajectory going. But these youngsters have definitely caused havoc here on this track. Another beautiful delivery. The call is for 2 and they will get it.
Excellent running. There was nobody at fine leg at all. Good game awareness from Aryan to call Amar through for a couple. Yeah, it'll be difficult to pick up boundaries against this individual. You just need to nurdle the ball around, manipulate it. Now they're pulling a fielder from the offside to just plug that gap. What is going through Amar Badami's mind? Is he looking for a big shot? Slightly too full on that occasion, but gets away with it. Certainly is technically very sound. Another one of those under 19 products of the UAE. Still very tender in years, but he is an immensely talented young boy. Very good leg spinner as well. Slightly short on that occasion. I think if they can just take runner ball off Ibrahim, perfectly happy with that.
Absolutely. And I think the team Sharjah as well, they're trying to attack. You have fielders closing in just to avoid that single. They're doing everything right. It's just a case of finding one wicket, failing which these guys are looking confident. They're able to get it right of the meat of the bat. Change in field, slip goes away and leg slip comes in for Ibrahim Masood, for Aryan Lakra. Favored delivery, that will be a wide.
Is he trying to fox him by thinking it's going to be a leg break when it's a googly? Not quite coming out of the hand right on that occasion. Oh, right through the gate. What a delivery from the magician Ibrahim Masood. Look at that one, clean up Aryan Lakra.
Delightful. Gone through the gate, between the bat and pad. Absolutely magnificent from Ibrahim Masood. Just waiting for the delivery to be launched. Another one goes down for Team Dubai. They are in all sorts of trouble.
Well, what a delivery. Right through the gate. Ah, yes, a bottom edge. Just uncertain with his footwork. Because Ibrahim Masood has the ability to turn the ball both ways. Unlucky. I thought that had gone right through. Still a magic delivery for sure. And what a tournament Ibrahim Masood is having.
Oh, absolutely brilliant. 60 for 5 after 9. Usaid Amin will continue. The required run rate still in control, but the wickets column is a cause of concern. Nicely played by Amar Badami. The call is for 2, but they'll just settle in for 1. The new batter out to the centre is Vaibhav Govekar, another prolific batter. Loves such situation and he has always performed under pressure. So this will be a test for him as well.
Yeah, technically very sound. Well organized young left-hander. 73 needed of 65. Game is teetering in the balance here. They really can't afford to lose anymore after this. Then it is truly up for grabs. Usaid has bowled economically so far. Quick single attempted, but Amar sent him back. Usaid Amin did well just to scurry to the ball quickly. Every single dot ball will further build that pressure. Oh, look at that one. Turn off the straight. Beautifully bowled.
It's mixing it up really well, Usaid Amin. He'll be looking forward for a wicket. Given away 9 so far. Played it late. Vaibhav Govekar completely amused with that delivery.
Yeah, horizontal bat shots are very risky at the moment. He got done in the length, in fact. a lot more assured on that occasion. Always nervous when you're not yet off the mark.
Its first 6-7 runs will be tough. Once you're able to get those runs, you will be in a comfortable position. At the moment, I wouldn't call it even Stevens. Currently, Sharjah slightly ahead of the game. 62 on board. Huge appeal. Umpire not interested. 10 overs gone, 62 for 5, and it's time for drinks.
.72 needed for the first time in the game. The required run rate has gone above run a ball. So the challenges are building here for the men in blue. Sliced away behind point. The shorter boundary will aid Govekar. Nicely put away.
A good looking shot from Vaibhav Govekar, Ibrahim Masood, just offering a little full on that occasion, and easy pickings for Vaibhav Govekar. Getting a boundary of the first over, and as you rightly mentioned, required run rate just over 7 runs now with that boundary. Slightly come under 7 now.
Could this be the first nail biter of the D20? Oh, extra bounce. Lucky escape. There was no short leg. Look at that one. Kick off a foolish length. Govekar had no chance on that one.
Well, how do you handle such situation, Ahmed Khwaja? I do understand it's a tricky wicket, but the way it's turning and that bounce as well, extremely difficult for batters.
Truly, it's all about survival. It's all about a slice of luck. You can get away with it. Good looking punch. Fielding overall from Sharjah has been pretty good. Yeah, it just goes to show when you don't have that dew, making it easier for batters in the second innings because of so much floodlit cricket we have in the UAE. Anytime you get a dryish wicket, Anytime the spinners can have a surface, something to work with, the skill levels are through the roof in the UAE.
Well, that's when all the batters are tested, isn't it? We've seen batters scoring big runs, but on flat wickets, we tend to have the batters scoring. We've seen Team Abu Dhabi, how strong they are. Ali Abed, you talk about everybody in the batting lineup of Abu Dhabi, but as a unit, they've struggled big time on these surfaces.
It's been a great equalizer. I've really enjoyed the pitches here at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium for this edition of the D20. And full credit must go to the living legend, Mr. Head Curator, Mohammad Jamil, sir. He has been here for 35 plus years. Can you imagine? That is an entire lifetime. That's double the age of some of these boys.
Absolutely, 35 has loyalty towards Sharjah Stadium, quite impressive. Mighty impressive. 35 long years, and has outfoxed him yet again. Vaibhav Govekar, brilliant from Ibrahim Masood. A good comeback after that boundary of the first delivery. 11 overs gone, 70 for 5.
Partnership developing. 64 needed off 54. Sharjah need the wicket of Amar Badami, you feel, to feel slightly more comfortable. Usaid in his final over. Oh, he's done him in. And yet another stumping for Vritti Arvind in the D20.
Well, absolutely not required. He was the batter who stayed for longer time, trying to up the ante, missing it out completely. Easy stumping for Vritti Arvind. Well, losing a bit of patience on that occasion, Amar Badami. Another one bites the dust. Amar will have to go back 70 for 6.
So it's the glove man, Salim. Boy, coming in. A lot of soft dismissals in this Dubai batting effort. Some silly runouts, some poor shots. And Amar Badami will be kicking himself. He was the key player. He was the one Khalid Shah wanted.
Absolutely. Spent decent amount of time that was absolutely not required when you have a senior statesman, Vaibhav Govekar at the other end. Another beautiful delivery. A soft inquiry by Vritti Arvind. But I reckon he is very much within the popping crease.
How did that miss the stumps? Usaid Amin, big turn. Lucky escape for Abdullah Salim. That gap between bat and pad, that is what Usaid is searching for. What a spell he's bowled. He's going at less than 4 runs per over.
I've seen some brilliant dismissals. Yesterday it was Ethan D'Souza who was clean bowled. And today Aryan Lakra, brilliant bowling by the spinners. 71 for 6. Now it's going to be a tough ask for Team Dubai.
Yeah, now it will take something special. You're right. Not much batting to come. Oh, it was the quicker one, gone through Govekar and the keeper. Waiting for the umpire signal. Yeah, 4 byes. A rare blemish from Vritti Arvind.
He's been rock solid behind the stumps. That was a quicker one. A bit of turn as well. And just missing it. Vritti Arvind. Dubai will take it. Every single run matters to them at this juncture of the game.
Oh, soft hand saved him there. What a delightful spell from this supremely talented off-spinning all-rounder Usaid Amin. Top stuff, 75 for 6. Can they go the distance here?
It's going to be tough, but if Vaibhav can produce some fireworks, possible. But looking at the way the surface is behaving, currently it's Sharjah who's ruling.
Well, Mr. Abdullah, did you not see what happened yesterday to Hamdan Tahir? Once again, we have somebody not wearing a helmet on a turning track. We've seen that variable bounce as well with Ibrahim Masood. Get a lid on, my dear friend. We don't want you to take one in the face. It's not an easy wicket to bat on. And Ayan Afzal Khan is in prime form with the ball. What a blinder of a tournament he's having.
Yeah, complete contribution with the bat, with the ball in the field. Brilliant bowler. And I've interviewed him a couple of times. Or direct hit would have landed Abdullah in trouble. In fact, Vaibhav Govekar. Well, his idea, he's really working hard, Ayan Afzal Khan. And he was informing me that he wants to come back into the UAE national team. And he wants to give his best in this tournament. Trying to heave, and absolutely no connection whatsoever.
Well, Abdullah needs to look for singles here. You cannot afford to play dot deliveries. That's a low percentage shot. Playing away from the spin towards long on mid-wicket. You're only going to get yourself in trouble with that stroke. Beats him again. This is sensational bowling from Ayan Afzal Khan. Abdullah struggling 2 of 8. Oh, almost finding the outside edge. Well bowled. Well, the Sharjah spinners have been almost unplayable. What a deadly trio. Good looking cover drive, but once again, can't quite pick the gaps. Misfield will allow a single. Asghar Khan. We have Team Dubai when they came out to bat. But Sharjah had different plans altogether.
Absolutely. Loose shots being played, particularly the short Israr play, got them in trouble, and right now they are on top here.
Stuff going. Oh, the googly was just a touch short. Abdullah has really struggled to read the spin. And I was just mentioning to Rizwan ur Rahman in the previous stint that now that there's no dew at this stage of the innings, overhead temperatures have cooled, so there's not that condensation sitting on the outfield making it greasy. When the spinners have been allowed to really express themselves, really does show the sheer amount of bowling talent we have in the UAE.
Oh, absolutely. It's a fast bowling talent, but in this tournament, the pitches have just favored spin, and we have seen plenty of quality spin. The batters have generally struggled. Arvind was superb against Nilaj Keswani. Otherwise, we have seen a lot of batters, they struggle just like that.
It really has been utter domination. And not from any spinner, a quality spinner. You have to be able to put revs on the ball. You have to be able to land it on the right length consistently. That's what I've really enjoyed. Picked up towards the onside. Thankfully, away from the mid-wicket. That frustration was building for Abdullah. And that's one way to get out of a jam. Look for the sweep.
He's aggressive wicketkeeper batter by trade. Likes to play his shots. Although I don't recommend that sweep shot with the P cap on what happened last night to Amdan Tahir. Quality delivery. Superb stuff from Ibrahim. 51 required of the last 6. Really struggling here.
Ayan Afzal Khan. Govikar has been shaping up for that cut shot consistently. I'm not sure why he's not looking to play a lot straighter. With the way that ball is turning, it's a low percentage approach, Azhar Khan. I'd like your expertise on the way he's tackling spin.
Not
Very true. And he's not quite shown us the sweep shot. Another appeal. Oh, he might have done him in. Vritti Arvind is going to break the world record for stumpings in this D20 if he's got him. I think Abdullah Salim just went to sleep there. And Vritti is convinced.
It looks like he's got his man. There you go. He was not alive to the situation. This is just poor game awareness. And Rita got rid of the bails in just in time.
Well, in fact, I think that's a run out. Either So it's the teenager, Razel, coming in at number 9, 84 for 7. Sharjah are starting to elbow Dubai out of this game. Their spinners have been unplayable. Oh, goodness me. Good luck with that one.
Can't play those, especially with this kind of footwork. Razel Nader, we've seen him open in the past. Today batting right down. Big shot. Could be another chance. Mid-on coming around. Simple take. He's a brilliant athlete, Hosama bin Tanveer, and he made it look ridiculously easy. Another wicket here.
In the end, it was a nothing shot. His weight was on the back foot. He was leaning back, trying to elevate the ball. Never had the legs to go all the way. And KBT makes no mistake. Ayan has 2 in the over. 84 for 8. Well, who can stop Ayan Afzal Khan? Catch him if you can. Right in the block hole. Another superb over. 15 gone. Dubai are 84 for 8. Ibrahim Masood. Sharp turn into the left-hander. They will push for 2. And good running. Well, it has to be a one-man show from here onwards. Vaibhav Govikar has to pull off a miraculous chase.
Well, he's got the talent. He's found himself in difficult situation and running out of partners here. He's got to play exceptional innings. Brought up in India, played at the highest level, so you expect him to deal with spin.
Most certainly. Look at that one. In the end, it got stuck in his pad and he just shuffled out of the way to make sure it didn't ricochet onto the sticks. Look at that, a bit of pinball behind the knee roll. This boy is something else, truly. Ibrahim Masood. Tell you what, we are blessed to have such a talent in the UAE.
That's why the great Mushtaq Ahmed rate him so highly when he was there at the 7 Districts Cricket Academy. He's a seriously good talent, Ibrahim. Maybe Asif Iqbal thought that may just slide past leg stump, but it was relatively full. Good decision at the end. Just given that benefit of the doubt because of the ball turning quite a long way on this pitch.
That was a close one. And there's the googly. Well read by Vaibhav. The problem is you don't have time to settle in and try to read the variations. Need to pick it early. Another superb spell from Ibrahim Masood comes to an end. 87 for 8 now. Oh, he's done him in. Or has he? Vritya Arvind. Yet another stumping to his name. We need confirmation from the TV umpire, because the momentum of the shot played by Vaibhav allowed him to get back. But Vritya is confident.
It's going to be very, very close. Whatever the decision comes, it's a very good take. It's a superb work from Vritya, because the ball was turning and he was unsighted as well. Excellent glove work.
He's done it again. The superstar wicketkeeper of Sharjah. I think more than the amount of runs he's scoring, it's the stumping. And Vaibhav Govikar will have to head back. .86 for 9. Yet another 3 for Ayan Afzal Khan. Oh, that could have been a 4 for. Could have easily taken a glove through to Vritya. I think he is making a very, very strong case for a national team recall. His keeping, his batting, it's been off the charts.
And he's got the experience. Tasted success in the past. So you do need that sort of experience, and there's always a room for a quality player like him. How you bounce back, and these guys have shown a lot of character. Listen spell from Ayan Afzal Khan. 3 for 18 on the night. 17 overs done.
Well, the game is pretty much in the bag. So why not? Khalid Shah coming on to bowl. He did pick up a wicket last time. Oh dear me. Look at the flight on that one. That should be at Sharjah International. Oh, could have been a run out as well. Instead, they'll get overthrows.
I'm sure Angad Nehru and Danish would have never experienced something like that. When you're playing in the nets, even in the backyard, you don't tend to face this sort of stuff. It's quite unorthodox and it's quite tempting.
I have so much to think about watching the ball.
Shadad's putting in that effort. And why not? When your skipper is bowling, you got to do a bit more extra.
Oh, absolutely. That is always the funny dynamic of a cricket team. The captain is such a central figure in everything. Need to keep him happy. Very watchfully played. Danish Qureshi left it with a smile. You don't see that every day. Oh, that has been swatted. And going all the way. Yet more to smile about.
Gets off the mark with a 6. Takes it on the full. Khalid Shah just pushing that one a bit quicker and turn out to be a juicy full toss. One of those throwdowns when you're doing power hitting.
Yeah, that will certainly cause some concern. Overall, they're in a relaxed frame of mind. The game is virtually sealed. And what a clinical bowling display coming in from Sharjah. I think Angad Nehru was still in his crease. So Khalid Shah, he's a mischievous character. All in good fun. This could be another one. Yes, it is. 2 sixes in a row.
Khalid Shah thought he had his man, but just enough to clear long on. Couple of useful hits from Danish Qureshi. Good use of the feet. 6 over long on.
Yeah, Dubai will be disappointed. 134 was very chaseable indeed. But after losing Ronak first ball, you just felt, hang on, something is going wrong here. And of course, Nilash Keswani getting run out. That was very unfortunate as well. This could be a catch. Oh, it's put down. And it's another 6. 25 needed.
That will annoy the skipper. Ibrahim down there. I should have taken that. Yeah. Bit lazy there. Going into the last 2 overs, 24 required with 1 wicket in hand.
Danial Liaquat. Well, 23 needed of 11. 24 needed of 11, pardon me. Is very doable. I think it was a bit of a misstep taken by Khalid Shah. The game was not yet done and dusted. And if Danish Qureshi gets lucky, you would never really know. He is concentrating hard now.
He's concentrating hard. Can he get 2 hits in this over? Very simple. Solid defense and in between, find 2 boundaries. This could be one of them. Yes, all the way for 6.
Well, hang on. This game is alive and kicking because of Danish Qureshi. Poor delivery. Slow, short and wide. And he has pumped it over extra for 6. 18 needed. Hit hard. Good fielding. And Angad Nehru, well, just feed the strike. This game is still in the balance.
Angad Nehru, I've seen him score some useful runs. Those 20s, 30s at times, low down the order. Can he get one away, or he just need to push the single here? Or he gets beaten. Big shout and given. That's the end of the game. Daniel Liaquat wraps it up.
Oh, what an anticlimax. And what a brilliant catch yet again from Ritya Arvind. Quicker one, very thin feather edge. And Ritya makes sure they get the victory. Dubai have been rolled over, but not without some late excitement. In the end, Sharjah take the victory by 15 runs. And Khalid Shah would have had a bit of a flutter in the stomach there when Danish Qureshi went after him. But in the end, the bowling quality was just too good to handle for Team Dubai.
Oh, they deserve to win. The way they bowled, Khalid in good spirits. Just had a little bit of fun. Sometimes that can cost you. The way Danish was striking the ball. A fine victory. Sharjah won by 16 runs. A disappointing batting performance from Dubai. We thought that was pretty much gettable on this pitch, but lost wickets, especially Ronak and then Israr. That middle order was tested and they failed this time to deliver.
Yeah, Sharjah's bowling had to win them the game. And Sharjah's bowling did win them the game. Ibrahim Masood, Ayan Afzal Khan and Mohammad Jawadullah up top with the new ball were truly stunning. And that will give them a lot of heart to knock over the top side in the tournament so far. Well, there you can see the top order was a complete no-show. 4 wickets lost in the power play. Aryan Lakra and Amar Badami's partnership gave them some hope, as did Webb of Govikar. But after Aryan got cleaned up by Ibrahim Masood, it became very difficult, and in the end, Dubai fell short by 16 runs.
Superb bowling, especially it all started with Jawadullah picking up that early wicket. 2 for 9. He looked in great form. Hosama also bowled with pace. 1 for 9. 1 wicket there for Daniel Liaquat, and Usaid Amin was very economical. 1 for 11. 3 wickets for Ayan Afzal Khan. Masood also threatened and picked up that very important wicket. 1 over, experimental one from Khalid just to make things interesting, but a comfortable victory there for Sharjah.
Yeah, they were 10 for 4 at one stage. And let's take a look at those highlights. First ball wicket, outside edge of Ronak Panoli. Ramesh Shehzad, a good looking shot, then trying to force the issue, trying to pull off the front foot. And Ritya Arvind was very heavily involved in all the dismissals. This was a comical run out, complete miscommunication. And Israr Ahmed did not apply himself at all. Next over, ugly looking heave. And Ritya Arvind was dominant right throughout. Then came a fight back through Aryan Lakra, who played a good innings. Amar Badami also with some good looking shots. It was runner ball stuff until this magical delivery from Ibrahim Masood went through his defense. Amar Badami will be very disappointed with his dismissal. And take a look at this one. Great game awareness from Ritya. Razel trying to force the issue, caught in the deep. And Webb of Govikar stumped as well. Danish Qureshi made it interesting with 3 sixes coming in the slog overs against Khalid Shah. And even this one made it interesting, but this was the final wicket to fall. Great catch by that man, Ritya Arvind, once again. What a performance. So match number 11 of the Emirates D20 going in favor of the home team. They only managed a score of 133 thanks to Ritya Arvind's blazing 48 of 28. Mohit Kalyan and Mohammad Shahzad contributing as well. 3 wickets for Angad Nehru, but Dubai fell short in the runches, bowled out for 117. It was only Aryan Lakra, Danish and Amar Badami who managed a substantial score. 3 wickets for Ayan Afzal Khan, 2 for Jawadullah, as Sharjah take the points by 15 runs. We'll now head downstairs for the post-match with Rizwanur Rahman after the break.
Mic check, mic check. Welcome to the post-match presentation of match played between two neighbouring Emirates, Sharjah and Dubai. Winning the toss, Sharjah opted to bat first and they managed to score 133 for the loss of 6 wickets on a tough wicket. In response, DXB fought hard and were bundled out for 117. Sharjah in the end comfortably winning by 16 runs. There were quite a few notable performances. It's time for us to award the player of the match, and it will be handed over by our honourable match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. It will go to Ritya Arvind for his electrifying batting performance today. 48 of 28 deliveries, 4 boundaries and a maximum. He was absolutely brilliant behind the stumps, 3 catches and 2 stumps. 22 runs of the first over yesterday, 17 today. What's going on?
Nah, I just wanted to take charge in the power play. As you know, it's not the easiest wicket to bat on, so I just thought if I give a good start to my team, that just keeps the momentum going.
What do you make of the strip? Yesterday it was a completely different track. Today also behaved completely different under lights.
Yeah, I think both the days it was slow, very slow. I think when the spinners come on, it gets really tricky to bat on. So I think try and take as much charge as possible when the pacers are bowling. And I think it's worked 2 times. I think it's a big gamble when you bat like that. You can get out first ball, you can get 20 runs in the first over. But I'm happy it worked both the days.
3 catches and 2 stumps. How often have you done that in a match?
Yeah, I mean it's been impressive. I haven't kept for 8 months in the UAE because of my injury. So coming back to keep in this tournament, I think I've had good fun with it.
And keeping wickets up against some quality spinners like Ayan Afzal Khan and Ibrahim, is it quite tough for you?
No, I think I enjoy the fact, I don't think anyone makes the batsman miss the ball so many times. So I'm involved in the game because most of the balls come to me. So I think that keeps me awake for sure.
The last question that we all have from the com box about your hairstyle.
Nah, I just grow it. There's no story behind it. I just grow it. I think I have to cut it at some point.
Well played and good luck for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you so much.
Well, that was Ritya Arvind, the player of the match. That's all we have from the post-match presentation.